Hello you dirty wastelanders. Very exciting stuff. I've just realised they've released the 2020 roadmap for the rest of the year on Fallout 76. I honestly thought this would be delayed because Wastelanders was, and obviously there's this little global pandemic that's happening, but they bring it out today as planned. Split into 3 sections, so we got summer, fall and winter DLC drops. On the first one here we got some nonsense about the Unstoppables. Basically they are reworking the challenge menu because of how shit it is in the actual current game. They're reworking it so it comes out in season. Right now they've got the 3 seasons coming up for the rest of the year planned. No longer will they just drop atom points in little bits. They're going to drop everything from consumables to weapons, weapon skins, power armor skins, camp items. They're going to drop everything. A little bit controversial though. They're going to be letting you pay your way through this. You can literally just buy a ton of atom points and pay to unlock every challenge. I'm expecting to see a few videos about this, to be honest. Next on the summer DLC we've got legendary perk cards, which I'm very excited for. They addressed this in their Ask Me Anything on Reddit. And what this will be is perk cards that you can unlock that you can carry over to different classes and characters. I want a bit more interest into building different characters instead of just sitting on one main one. Obviously then it lengthens the longevity of the game and player retention, but this also makes it better for us. I can't actually work out what these perk cards say at the bottom. I can see obviously heavy duty and the actual names of them, but I can't see the effects. Every time I zoom in it's just so pixelated, I can't see it. It might be done on purpose, but if anyone can work it out, comment it down below. I would really want to know what these 3 perk cards say. Next in the summer DLC we've got public teams. So if you're a loner and you don't have any friends, the game will now find friends for you and you can work in a team rather than doing it solo all the time. We've got the promised Colossal Wendigo event called A Colossal Problem. They've dubbed it a new legendary boss event, so I'm sure this will make people very happy, as you know, finding the Colossal Wendigo can be a bit of a pain in the arse, and it's not a 100% spawn, where a event obviously would be a 100% spawn. Down the bottom here we've got 3 things: community challenges, Fast Nash returns, and Meat Week event, which is, I like that event. I missed that event. I'm glad that's coming back. Now we move on to fall. Experience all that the Appalachian Wasteland has to offer no matter your level. Rebalance combat and reward scale to your level, so players at different levels can easily team up. So they also touched on this on their Ask Me Anything on Reddit. So basically, if you're, say you're level 20 and you go to walk into a interior like a dungeon and a level 200 has just been through, all the enemies in there are going to be appropriately spawned for the level 200 and not for you. So it's a bit of a shit time. The only reason I don't encounter this a lot is because I play on a private server quite a bit, but on the public servers the spawning of the enemies make no sense to your character. This is obviously going to kick a storm up with some of the people that have grinded to like level 500, because in a sense some of what they have done is now getting a nerf, whereas lower levels are getting a buff. A new quest line is being brought in called Still Dawn. Got a picture of a Brotherhood member in full power armor, and that's going to kickstart and give a little teaser to the final DLC, which I'll get onto in a minute. We've got daily ops, daily operations. I don't want to sound pessimistic, but this looks like maybe just another way of wording more events. We'll see if the daily ops are any different to events in time. Down the bottom here it says Season 2 refresh, and that is the new challenges. It will refresh every season. Each will have its own theme as well. So in the first one, they've already shown us the theme is going to be the makers of Unstoppables and Blast Radius, like a comic book theme. Next to that we then have Bombs Drop event. Again, I don't want to sound half empty, but what I would have thought they would have put in more than one event. Obviously if these daily operations do turn out to be just fancier events, you can slap me in the face. And for the winter DLC later on this year we've got Fractured Steel. Here we're going to see the Brotherhood of Steel return as NPCs in the Wasteland, which is quite exciting. Going to be receiving new companions, and the story arc continues from Still Dawn from the previous DLC. We're going to get perk loadouts, so easily customized builds. This means that you're going to be able to save your perk loadouts and then you know, switch over in a matter of a second. We are then going to have camp shelters installed. Build instanced interiors, a very requested feature which I'm sure a lot of people are going to be very happy with. Expeditions, which are new repeatable missions. Again in this video, I don't want to sound pessimistic, but that just sounds like more daily missions to me, maybe dressed up a little bit more fancier. Obviously down here we've got season 3 refresh, so a change in the theme and challenges of this season. I would like to think I could say this is going to be a Brotherhood themed season. Some, you know, anonymous tip. Even more new daily operations. Obviously I just can't comment on what these are yet. Even if they are just new events, it'd still be great. We've had the same events for ages, and adding 1 or 2 over the last year really wasn't enough. And then we'll have the holiday Scorched. Have a load of little Scorched running around with Santa hats on, which would be quite fun. So yeah, very exciting stuff. Obviously we're not getting any new Wastelanders size DLC until maybe winter, when the Brotherhood comes back, and you know, we've got new NPCs and quests and companions and stuff to deal with. But some very needed changes on the road to that. Most controversial one here is obviously the fact that with this new weekly and, well, monthly challenges, these things are going to last for about 10 weeks, they said, is that you can use real money to pay your way through it. I think a lot of people are going to get upset with that. Bethesda have then gone more in depth into this challenge thing on a separate post, which I'll link below. And it just gives a more general idea of how it's going to work. There's going to be a total of 100 ranks. Obviously you'll start at 1, and that is 150 atoms per each rank if you was to buy it. So that will be a total of 15,000 atom points, and then you can just complete the whole thing. I get it, it's madness. So these ranks aren't just done by completing the quests or the challenges that this system sets. You will earn score points from nearly everything in the game, from events, from daily daily missions. You'll earn score just simply by earning XP, public events. They've also gone on to say that the earlier ranks will take about an hour to complete from playing normally, and maybe the later ranks will take about 2 hours to complete. So you are looking at maybe 150 hours within 10 weeks that you would have to put into the game to get to level 100, which I suppose the idea is that they're not asking you to buy atoms. You can earn some atoms still from daily challenges and stuff, and within this new system, so you can put those atoms towards getting to level 100 without having to put 150 hours into the game. I just think it's a very risky move for Bethesda to allow this to be a, you know, quote, pay to win unquote system, especially with the reputation and the backlash they've had to this day about the Atom Shop. Bottom line is, I'm quite excited. I'm quite excited for legendary perks. I'm excited for Still Dawn, which is an all new quest line, and obviously everyone's excited for the whole Brotherhood of Steel to come back to the Wasteland. So basically this weekend they're letting people download Fallout 76 for free just for the weekend. So if you have any friends, or if yourself you haven't got this game and you're on the fence, you can play it for the weekend and test it out and see if it's something that you know you're going to be able to vibe with. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you could hit the red button, that'd be very appreciated. Almost at 100 subscribers now, which is mad. It's not even been a month. I've also got a Twitch where I sometimes stream. I stream Fallout and Skyrim and whatever I feel like, whenever I feel like, but it's worth giving me a follow.